Tonight, Chavez, the godfather to one of Gonzalez's children. Gonzalez and his wife Margarita, the parents of 2 sons and a daughter. Let's take a listen to the Spanish simulcast and check in on Julio.
Well, they're putting something on his eye.
Carbajal, como siempre, va para adelante y la chiquita esperando. Veremos si más adelante le da resultado el patrón de pelea que lleva hasta el momento la chiquita, porque Carbajal sigue persiguiéndolo y tratando de conectarle buenos golpes al campeón mini mosca del Consejo Mundial de Boxeo. Ahí dispara en la izquierda y Carbajal se prepara, lo sigue nuevamente, lo sigue.
Ahí está la iniciativa de Carbajal, ya cortó a Chiquita González, entonces es una ventaja eso para Carbajal, porque se le puede abrir más la cortada, entonces puede venir el referee y parar la pelea.
Claro. Y yo creo que hay mucha posibilidad de eso, porque si está sangrando bastante.
Está sangrando bastante, sí, por lo mismo, ¿no? Porque le ha dejado toda la iniciativa. Yo no sé qué pasa con Chiquita, debe de ir para adelante y tirar golpes.
Sí, porque dice que entre más golpes tira un boxeador, pues tiene más posibilidad de conectar.
Y además la gente va a empezar al rato a luchar, a hablar.
That bit of exchange, they're seeing what we're seeing. Carbajal doing all the fighting, but just then they both saw what we saw. There's a cut, and Chavez says that's very bad for Chiquita, because now that gives the target, and the people are going to start to holler because of this cut. In other words, they're seeing what we're seeing so far. Carbajal is winning. Chiquita now put himself in a hole because he's got a big cut.
And keep in mind, he had a nasty cut. 3rd round, 2nd fight, did Chiquita Gonzalez, but he survived and went on to win a close split decision.
Well, in the 2nd fight, there was also a cut, an accidental headbutt. We don't know what caused this one. But Carbajal did not capitalize on it, did not attack the cut, did not work the cut. Right now, he hasn't made any big moves toward it yet, and it's still early. But this is something he needs to do. He needs to work that cut, make it bleed more, cause Chiquita to get a little desperate, which he did not do in the 2nd fight.
Boy, he feinted twice with the right hand and then let it fly. Did Carbajal, and you had the feeling this guy is measuring. He wants that title really bad.
As we saw in the last fight, Ricardo Lopez went straight for those cuts, almost like target practice of Javier Vargas. But not the scenario here. Less than 30 seconds to go, round 4.
Well, I can guarantee you no Mexican doctor is going to stop that fight off a cut. He's going to have to exsanguinate before they stop the fight on a cut here. Oh, big low blow.
Exsanguinate, huh?
Yeah, that means all your blood goes out of your body and there's nothing left.
Wow. That's a little drastic, don't you think?
Yeah, we just saw Dracula.
Final seconds, round 4. Getting a little frantic now.
Repito, ya este fue el 4. Sí. El 5, otro más, pero ya venle metiendo más golpes. Sí. Agarra esta.
Well, his cornerman Nacho said, well, this is only the 4th round. We're now in the 5th. One more round, and then we turn you loose. So he is sticking exactly to what he said. That's really crazy. That's crazy. This is a low blow that we'll see by Chiquita, who has been doing this. Look at that. That's pretty low again. Nothing from.
He's small and he's jumping around. Here he tries to duck in, go to the body, and it just flies a little south.
Yeah, one should have a little warning to go to a little south. I think it's Bobby, don't you think it's crazy to put some rule to your boxer? Don't fight for 5 rounds and then start the fight in a championship fight? What are they kidding?
I could understand him to say to him, harness your energy, relax, win the rounds, but not by a lot, don't go all out, but not just give him away, which is it appears he's doing, because I've got him behind now and he's starting to dig himself a hole.
And a cut. A hole and a cut. So, I mean, what was the advantage to that? That's crazy.
Risky strategy for the champion, Humberto Chiquita Gonzalez, in the black and gold trunks, coasting for the first 5 rounds or so, and then looking to turn it up. It is now round 5. Gonzalez still fighting out of the lefty stance, but it doesn't seem to be hampering Michael Carbajal at all.
Nor is he using a great deal of energy, because if the object was to make him use all the energy chasing, he didn't use it. He just won the rounds. And inflicted a cut.
Bobby, what do you think Carbajal has been working on over the last 9 months to counteract Chiquita Gonzalez?
You know, I'm watching his reaction when Chiquita jumps and steps around. What Michael seems to have maybe solved is the angles. He's throwing his punches a little shorter, not quite as loaded up as he has in the past, and he's been on target with it, using the jab as a finder more than to be scoring punches, more to just find the range and using a very straight right hand. Now, we'll see as things go, as things progress. If Chiquita can bring it to him and come under that, we'll see.
War is a probe. Let's see what happens from this point on. Combination by Gonzalez, but no effect on Carbajal.
Nice straight right hand, right down the pike on the nose of Chiquita, and a hook on the nose of Chiquita.
Some nice nifty uppercuts here. Infighting by Carbajal. Those shots are landing to the chin of Gonzalez.
Carbajal is certainly the better puncher here, stronger of the two, and Chiquita is fighting the fight that he has to fight to be as strong or maybe stronger late by letting Carbajal hit his body. But I'll tell you what, he's throwing away rounds.
Carbajal's doing a lot more of taking it to the champion than he did in the second fight. Carbajal on the offense. Continues to press the attack. Wow, almost a right hand by Carbajal, but just missed. A very determined looking Michael Carbajal stalking little Chiquita. Carbajal not letting up either.
Chiquita's very difficult to hit cleanly with those shots. Jumps around, moves, steps, changes his balance and his feet, and comes back with combinations from very strange angles.
A very fast-moving round.
And they've done a good job on the cut of Chiquita because you don't see any more blood.
He's afraid to fight here. But that's okay. You're landing the better shots and you're making him move. He ain't throwing him. And when you get close, Michael, right hook, left hook.
Here you see Carbajal backing up Chiquita, and again, he's trying to work him, push him, press him, take it to him every part of the round. Even though he's being a little conservative, he's putting body pressure on him.
Let's take another look at that. You see the determination of Carbajal. He comes in, he at least lands one good shot, and there's no quitting. I mean, don't think he's getting a present because Chiquita's fighting back, just not as effectively right now. And I guess the traffic cop said, hey, this is the 6th round. Okay, start the fight. So let's see what this brings. Look at the determination. He ran it.
And Gonzalez is not fooling Carbajal. He was orthodox in round 1, southpaw, 2, 3, 4, 5, but he's not going back and forth as much as he did in the second fight, which confused Carbajal. Not the case here tonight.
I'll tell you, he's doing a little less running already. Landed the first combination of this round, and seems that he has in his mind a little more offense.
I think they turned him loose.
We'll see.
Round 6, scheduled for 12. The WBC IBF Light Flyweight Championship.
Nice straight left hand.
By Gonzalez. Carbajal continues to move forward. So far, Chiquita has not let loose.
And Carvajal's right there in front of him. He's not making any movement. He's in a punch hard position. I mean, he is in one of those I'm going to let fly positions.
But right now, Carbajal has actually stopped punching as much as he was. Chiquita's being a little more effective here.
Yeah, Gonzalez picking up the pace a little more with the punches. Going to the body.
Right when I'm telling you.
Carbajal hitting on the break and getting warned by referee Larry O'Connell.
That's twice. You get the feeling the next one's going to cost him a point.
And the crowd will erupt, excuse me.
Carbajal has won, at least in our view, just about every round. This is round 6. The pace a lot slower than in the last round. Gonzalez trying to pick it up, but Carbajal has answers.
It's a different Chiquita. He's trying hard now. Now he's going at it. They've turned him loose. They said fight.
He's throwing more punches, and he's using good movement, head and feet, to get out of the way of Carbajal's bombs.
So we'll see halfway through if things turn around.
This may cost.
When I say break, you break. The words of Larry O'Connell.
That's nice. Only one of them understands.
I was just thinking that very same thought.
Yeah. What good is it to tell him that?
Gonzalez does not speak English. Carbajal from Phoenix, Arizona.
Now, Carbajal could have interpreted when he was
Yeah,
if he was a sportsman.
Help him out a little bit.
You only ask so much of a man.
Oh, nice right hand. Right hand lead by Carbajal.
Gonzalez felt that one. Now Gonzalez applying the pressure.
And missing with 3 big punches. 3 big power punches missed.
They slid right off the head of Carbajal as the bell sounds, ending round 6.
Vamos ganando, más activito, nomás que tata y vivo que vas gancho izquierdo. No te confíes, no pienses que ya lo tienes, él está engatusando, pero hazlo. Él te está engatusando, emplea la velocidad, él es muy lento para pensar y muy lento de manos. Tú lo estás obligando a que ande cazando un golpe nada más. Velocidad de manos, aunque no ponga folles. 2 golpes abajo.
Let's look at the end of this round where Chiquita's trying to get something going to win these rounds and so forth. But look how many misses he got. He's trying too hard. He waited too long to get ready. Now he's getting into the heat of the action. This next round ought to be something.
For as many times as these fellows may fight, you'll never see another fight like the first one.
That was just constant action. The second fight, much more reserved. Between Gonzalez and Carbajal, only 3 defeats. Carvajal's only lost 2 Gonzalez. Gonzalez losing to Carbajal and Rolando Pascua back in 1990.
Chiquita has never lost by decision. Both of his losses were by KO, so that could be interesting as this fight winds down.
How about the scorecards right now, unofficially, fellas?
I have it 58-56 for Carbajal.
Blood.
Left eye, Carbajal. Excuse us, Bobby.
No problem.
Now they've both cut. And Bobby, what did you say your scorecard? I'm sorry.
58-56 Carbajal.
Exactly what I got. Exactly. 58-56 Carbajal. Look at him come out. Look at Carbajal when he goes after him. He's been fighting too tight. He's got to loosen up and get into the fight here. He's got to loosen up and start throwing real love. He's been throwing those bombs.
Now blood all over the body and streaking down to the trunks of Michael Carbajal, cut along the left eye. I believe first time he's been cut here against Gonzalez. And this is the 3rd meeting.
Well, it's starting to heat up a little more, but it is not going to come close to that pace they had in the first fight.
It's getting there, Bobby. It's getting there.
Gonzalez certainly looking to pick up the pace here in the second half of the fight, round 7. Left hand, now he's aiming for that cut is Gonzalez. Goes to the head, wild miss by Carbajal. Back comes Gonzalez.
Something's bothering Carbajal. That blood's in his eye.
Yes.
Yeah, I see him blinking and wiping.
Yes, it's coming into the left eye.
That's bad.
He's blinking a lot. A right hand by Carbajal off balance, and he stunned Gonzalez. Good defense by Carbajal. His face getting very messed up now.
A lot of standoff, a lot of chess match being played here.
Each waiting for that proper opening. Nobody really rushing. Both very composed. And again, the heavy blinking. Left eye problems for Carbajal. The cut has been handled well as far as Gonzalez from earlier tonight.
As we're winding down, this is a very close round. Carbajal started early, Chiquita picked up in the middle, and now they're leveling off.
Final seconds, round 7. The miss, couple of misses by Carbajal.
They're both missing.
Yes. Carbajal landing there, sending Gonzalez back. Good exchange here. We'll see how they handle that cut.